says I'm live. Gotta make sure there's no problems. I'm gonna have to watch an ad. I have to watch 2 ads.
Imagine watching ads and you have an ad blocker.
Alright, both of our voices are coming through. That means everything is working good. And we can get started. Hey everybody, I'm Bananimation, and this is the Draw Fast stream. Follow that link in the description to my Discord server, and after you read the rules, send me a reference of your original character. I'll crank out a doodle of it quickly and crudely for the measly price of sticking around to see it drawn. You can submit as many characters as you want, just make sure the reference is legible and the character is yours. Soon after the stream is over, you'll find your drawings in the updates channel.
Now, actually, remember to actually link the stream in the updates channel.
No, fuck you. Come on. There it is. Gonna draw our horse. There is one little blobby of stuff that I did not color on this that I've only just now noticed. Right there. Really helps some more people show up. Like, no offense or anything, but this is gonna suck if it's just you and me for 2 hours.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Should I tag Deej?
Absolutely.
He asked to be tagged at one point, but now I think he gets upset when we tag him. You know, I'm glad I'm not really a part of the My Little Pony thing anymore, that all ended, but I still like to draw ponies.
Horses are pretty cool.
They're just cute and fun to draw, you know?
Yeah.
Gosh, why is it so warm in my room? I'll be right back.
Oh, look at this. Dan's not here, I can say whatever I want. The question is, what do I want to say?
I'm back.
I don't know. Oh, hi Ben.
I turned on my ceiling fan, so hopefully it will become not terrible in here. we don't even have anyone in YouTube chat yet. Usually someone pops in just to say that they're there.
We got like 3 viewers. One of them's me. One of them's probably you. Or some random other person.
I guess it's just a dead day.
Random other person.
Although, a lot of the times when we get these dead days, they don't stay that way.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be like the first hour will kind of suck, and then after that, it'll be hopping. The worst part... Sorry?
You could always force activity, just at everyone a few times.
The worst part is when, like, you're getting in, like, the half hour of it, the last half hour of it, and then people start showing up, and you get, like, this flood of characters, like, you've had, like, nothing to do all stream. I should say, I've had nothing to do all stream, and then suddenly all these people show up at the end and are disappointed when I'm tired. Because that happens. Alright, now it's time to draw Almerkid. Almerkid.
Alan Orchid.
Ulcer Kid. But only down to her waist. Tasty beer. So, has anyone else cracked the code of your Twitter?
If anyone else has, they haven't told me directly.
Wow, I feel so smart.
That meant I need to queue up more of the tweets. So I don't do it all at once. I do them in bunches.
Do you, like, space it out by any specific amount, like once a week or something?
I'll just queue up a bunch of words to go out once a day at 2:30 TDT, and then when I check the scheduled tweets and I'm running out of words, I like force myself to queue up more. There's no schedule to it. I just do it.
Are all of your tweets scheduled?
All the single word ones are, but the rest of them I just open up Twitter and read bullshit.
Fair. Come to think of it, yeah, I do get the vibe that most of them are not scheduled. You know what? This hand is really small, but I'm not gonna fix it. I'm just going to acknowledge it and pretend that makes it okay. I hope I don't get, like, hand cramps during this stream, because I've been drawing all day. normally people will like just participate in the voice call and not watch the stream. But today there's no reason to do either. I'm not going to be able to get these colors exactly right because they're... Wait a second. Is this what I think it is? Hang on a second. Yeah, it is what I think it is. Fusions of someone else's characters don't count as original characters. Well, it was like that one time a long time ago when someone submitted, it was supposed to be like the kid of Harley and Joker or something like that. Why is it selecting like that? What the fuck? Oh, very scaling. Omega, did you die or something?
Sure.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Anya.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
For a third
Hello.
time.
Hi. Right, the voice chat sounded a bit quiet, so I figured I'd pop in.
Yeah, it is pretty quiet.
Thanks.
Not really good at doing conversation with just me and another person. I think Ben's similar.
It helps when you have a big group of people because nobody has to carry the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to carry a conversation and draw at the same time.
Yeah.
You mostly end up just kind of rambling about nothing. You sound kind of preoccupied too.
I don't really talk that much, really. Also, from where I'm hearing this, you guys sound really soft and timid.
Like through Discord or YouTube?
From the phone I'm on. The YouTube, I'm getting a little bit of delay.
It could just be your speaker or whatever you're using to listen.
Yeah, it's Probably something like your Discord connection or something. I like drawing this horse.
I also kind of dealing with my hundreds of notifications right now too.
You have hundreds of notifications? How come?
Yeah, well, Discord notifications from my various Discord servers that I'm on.
Do you have notifications set to all messages?
And it's not notifications that have me involved. It's just random notifications.
Mm. Yeah, that can get to be a lot pretty fast.
I just have notifications set to app mentions.
Yeah, I only turn on all notifications if, like, it's a really small server and I intend to read every message that is sent.
It's basically whoever, like, it just notifies you whenever someone ats anyone. It's weird. In case it notifies you when someone messages me.
I only set all messages for very
Yeah,
specific
I don't know how to turn off.
Notifications can be found in the notification settings, which you can find on a per server basis by clicking the name area and you can find it there, or just in general your user settings.
Alright. I'm currently like hearing you guys through YouTube and Discord as well at the same time, and like for me a little bit because YouTube is having like a little bit, it's like having like a little delay, but the Discord thing is like straight up live thing.
Well, that's why I mute.
Kind of throwing me off a little bit.
Yeah, you just gotta mute the.
Just mute the YouTube one. There's no extra audio that you need to listen to from YouTube still.
Yeah, I mean the YouTube audio is basically just for people who aren't in the call.
Yeah.
You should tell me about this character that I'm drawing.
Oh, Wonder Dog. This is a hero version of my dog, of my superhero OC Wonder Dog that I kind of made on Gacha Life, and I really liked how well it turned out. Really, like I like the bangs. I really like the bangs.
They're cute.
Well, how Gacha Life had tendency was these like really cute looking, though. Like, it's surprising how well Gacha Life actually like has detail and stuff like that. Like considering you see simplistic style.
I'm a classic game fan who still doesn't have a profile picture.
And One Dog's actually a boy, even though the Gacha Life thing makes him look like a girl.
Do they not have an option to make guys?
Well, yeah, guys, but it's really interchangeable. Like, it's really easy to make the guys look like girls and vice versa.
So is Gacha Life like a doll making website, or?
Kind of. Yeah, it's basically basically the summarize it. Yeah, it basically is, and you kind of do a little of a Sims thing where you wander around out and interact with his characters.
Oh, so. Like a sim thing. Okay.
Also, I really like how you're drawing it right now. Yeah, I kind of like your style in general.
Thank you.
One Dog's kind of a shapeshifter, so like he can kind of like take the form of kind of whatever he kind of wants. So that's why it's kind of a healing thing, because it's kind of just like experimenting, really. And also, God's Life doesn't really have a dog mode.
Do you still have the sound coming through YouTube?
I muted it so that I can hear you guys better.
There's some background noise coming from somewhere.
Oh, I kind of unmuted it because a little bit, because like I think wasn't hearing for you a little bit. I want to check if it's working and what's going on, stuff like that.
Just keep that muted so I don't have the feedback in the recording of the stream. Let's see, I need a gradient. Need a soft brush. Bam.
I like how big and floofy that tail is. And notice that actually looks pretty good. It actually made it look kind of like a boy. This is, kind of cool. See, in fact, that the reference picture you have makes him look like a girl.
Alright, looks like Deej submitted some characters.
It seems to be a pretty slow stream today, to be honest.
Yeah.
In fact, the matter to actually get to my stuff is just so it shows how slow it's going, because usually you don't really get to my stuff.
Yeah, it was kind of weird this week. I mean, usually I have the opportunity to sort of advertise it, but this time it was like, I was supposed to do it yesterday, but I never checked back on the poll, so I didn't realize until it was too late. So this is like a really last minute sort of thing, so.
Yeah. Also, be prepared if I submit a really cursed sound.
And this is really swell timing for the AC to suddenly just not be able to keep up.
How's it great?
The what now?
The air conditioning.
Air conditioning.
Oh, the AC, okay.
It's getting hot in here.
Weird.
Yes, the AC, the Animal Crossing.
The Animal Crossing can't keep up. Am I crazy that I only just now noticed this person standing in front of him, or was this not always there?
That was always there.
What the fuck?
You just clipped out the person. I thought you noticed it.
My brain just like blocked that out entirely until now.
I mean, it's only like an arm and a little bit of a leg that you can see, so.
My stem thing is so low, so.
Hello, the British person has joined. I've come to colonize the server.
Welcome to the British, welcome British person to the...
Yeah, Britannia.
Welcome.
British nation.
Jesus Christ, if British people spoke like that, I would want to shoot myself. God, that just sounds like... you can tell it's an American doing a bad impression of a British person.
Oh, yeah.
They try to fancify it, or they go for the North London, oi British, Tuesday, like... if I hate about Americans, I think the authority of England taught like one very specific part. But every American post I've seen about the way English people talk is like, oh, it's Tuesday. It's like, no. Literally less than 1% of the population of England talks, consider them twats.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, most Americans are pretty ignorant about British accents, and even the ones who do know a little bit about it, like, don't
Do you want to
You
know
can't
why they
compete
think like
with the people who live there.
the reason they think like that is because they watched, like, I don't know, maybe Matt Smith and David Tennant's Doctor Who and think they know everything about British accents, even though one's Scottish.
Honestly, the people who watch that show know more about British people and British accents than, like, most Americans.
True.
My favourite one's still
True.
Christopher Eccleston.
Which, like, really speaks to how ignorant...
I watched Doctor Who as well, by the way.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Just weird, just point it out there. But, like, I kind of know a bit more.
My sister has been driving me insane with her quote-unquote British accent.
I can tell. You sound defeated.
Yeah. Her and her friends keep running around going, "Hello, love!" And it's like the most obnoxious thing.
God, that is like
Just
that
you
is like
saying me, my soul just curved a little ball.
that is like 18th century chimney sweep Britain.
Mm-hmm.
God, that's like Mary Poppins level of like.
Not even Mary Poppins talks like that.
No, at least Mary Poppins. You can just have a bit more normal You know, I just
That's why, what's her face drives me insane. Tracer?
Yeah, the cheese, that's where a lot of people also think that the British accent, like, comes from. It's like, oh my god, Tracer talks like that, therefore everyone in England does. It's like, no.
I'm like, do we really have a modern character, like, in this day and age, that talks like that? Like,
The only people who
The
talk
YouTube chat's pretty dead right now. It's only literally me in here.
that's okay.
Just me going fully insane.
The people who think that all British people talk like that, or the only British people that talk like that, are people doing impressions. Like, let's say an English person's doing a cosplay of, you know, Tracer. They're the only people I've ever heard talk like her, ever, because they're doing an impression.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally it. I've never heard anyone actually speak like her, unless they're from, like, high society, sort of royalty, or a noble background. They're very posh and, you know, basically the equivalent of the kind of people who can go down to LA, buy a huge plot of land and build a fucking mansion in the hills. That's what, that to us, that would be like nobility, like the rich people.
I'm pretty
They
sure
talk like that.
most Americans...
Not your common person.
I'm pretty sure most Americans think that literally all British people are like that. They're posh and rich, or whatever. Well, maybe
They're
not rich, but posh.
We're not. We are absolutely not. If I probably wouldn't be in this Discord asking for free art. Like, that,
It's
I'm
right.
rich.
You'd be in my DMs paying for it.
Exactly. And I'd also be commissioning statues.
Well, I hope Deej appreciates this, because it's great and he should.
My cursed sim is still processing, so enjoy the princess submitted. It is coming up.
Alright, I think Omega is up next.
There's a Doctor Who character named Omega.
There is?
Yeah, he apparently lives in a black hole. And he's over dramatic, and he's kind of a dick, but like a sympathetic dick, because like he's been stuck in a black hole for so long, he's turned to a dick.
Oh. I feel like
Yeah,
I've drawn this basic thing before, but here we go.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
How many? Oh, there's 5 of those to do, but I've only got 4 man-up tokens, so I can't do that. I'll have to do this tour. Alright, but there's 6 in that one, is there? There is also 6. This one's got 3. I'll have to do this one. Any mission, start. Oh, no, wait, hang on, cancel.
What are you doing?
Playing Team Fortress 2. Doing some man vs machine.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I was testing out my phone's night sight earlier, and it's really fucking stupid good. Bear in mind all these photos are taken at midnight.
What kind of phone do you have?
I have an iPhone 11 now.
Hi.
Because I am doing it like paying it off month by month. But it's like a huge upgrade from my old phone. It looks so much nicer. And the night sight's on it is really good.
iPhones are nice, but I can't afford them.
I think Windows phones have night vision.
No. What it is it's basically when you're taking a photo, it detects if it's dark or not, and there's a little toggle at the top that you can adjust the exposure time up. So you can either have it off, or you can do it to 1 second, 2 seconds, or 3 seconds. So it basically just takes a shitload of photos and just has really long exposure, and you can change it in settings to be even longer if you wanted to. But the 3 seconds is good enough for me, because that picture at the very top,
This goofy
was
content turned into horror content.
it was taken on a 3 second exposure, and it was completely pitch black. Like, this was taken at like midnight. I was coming back from work.
Cool.
Okay, let's see. Drawn 2 of codes. I've drawn 2 of code.
Oh yeah, you drew
Omegas.
my snork, and my goo.
Right. Okay. So next is Anya, and then Deej again. Okay.
Oh god, I just had a horrifying thought. What if you drew an unholy mishmash of every single one of my OCs? Like, it's a goth goo heterochromic snake horse.
That sounds like too much effort.
It's just one aspect from every sort of thing.
Fusing more than like 2 or 3 things, like even fusing 3 things is exponentially harder than fusing 2 things.
That is very true. Oh yeah, there'll technically also be an alicorn, because I have a unicorn and a Pegasus, so that means there'll be a flying snake unicorn, who's also a goo goth.
I'm okay with alicorns if they're alicorns because they're a fusion.
It would be.
Behold, Prince Warren.
It would be
fusion
in
between
pain.
A prince character that I have and a necromancer character that I have. The prince has anxiety, the necromancer is just straight up does a goth.
Yeah, my normal horse. Oh god, that's a bit louder than I thought it was going to be. Turn that down. Thank you. Why is my PC
And the
so
fusion
laggy?
kind of exists, kind of like malachite, but in the fact that it kind of like exists for the sheer purpose of pretty much kicking the villain's butt, basically.
My engineer looks like Brendan Fraser. I've only just realised that.
Who?
The actor Brendan Fraser, the guy made famous by The Mummy.
Oh, okay.
Not know who Brendan Fraser is.
I was thinking of the character Fraser, you know.
No,
guy
no,
from the 90s
Brendan
TV show.
Fraser. Brendan Fraser's an actor who basically He did nothing wrong. His wife lied in court about a bunch of shit and got shitloads of alimony from him, and he basically spiraled into like the worst depression I've ever seen any actor go into. He pulled out of it well though, and now he's back in things. He's doing DC Comics thing. I think it's called Doom Patrol.
Ah,
That
cool.
sounds
I
familiar.
actually like you.
He's the robot dude. I can't remember his name.
Don't ask me. Okay.
This chibi character reminds me of an old anime. It was actually the first anime that I watched.
It looks like
This
it was
is
made
also
in a
made
gacha.
on Gacha Life. Gacha Life has a anime
Yeah,
style
that does look very
to
gacha
it.
like.
That's why it's like that.
Did anyone ever? Did you guys ever hear of Shugochara?
To be honest with you, if you want a really good place to find some good like character creators, look on P Crew. PICREU.
That's
It's really useful.
not how I thought it was. Not how I imagined it should be said out loud.
P Crew.
Pick crew, like it's pick as in picture and crew.
Well, I say P Crew because I'm used to saying the word P Cross, the game.
They just didn't do a double C, so it's pick crew.
Oh fuck, the spies are about. No, my sentry.
But yeah, it reminds me of an anime I used to watch called Shugochara.
Fair enough. She disappeared for reasons unknown.
Who did? Code.
Yo.
Who disappeared for reasons unknown?
What?
Who disappeared for reasons unknown?
Anya.
Oh, she left. Okay.
Yes, she said I've got to go and then vanished.
Oh.
Hence the reasons unknown. Yeah, it's kind of hard to hear over the sounds of a million screaming robots.
Oh. Well, that's what you get for playing a video game when you're supposed to be on a live stream call.
I have your stream on my phone. Just like turn the fuck down.
I'm glad that you showed up at all. I didn't think you would.
Yeah, no, I finished work later than I usually do. I usually finish at like I'm supposed to finish at 1 a.m. But and I usually finish at like 12:30. But today we didn't get much done in time, so I finished at like half past 12 instead. And then I had to get changed, wait for the basketball. It was just a lot of bullshit, really.
I like finishing work early.
But yeah, that's why I was later to the party than anticipated.
For me, if I finish early, I don't get to leave early. But if I finish late, I have to stay late.
Well, now it's because I do the closing shifts, so we close when we're done. So when we're done, we go home, which I think is a neater system than some places do, which is just like, yeah, you're gonna stay here until you fucking die.
I mean, like, there's a time store closes, so I have to stay there until then.
No. Who messaged me?
Anya! Anya's parents were concerned because she was talking to herself.
Okay then.
That's why she left.
Do they not understand what voice communications are? Because, like, what?
Okay, one of the things that Anya submitted is literally just that half happy, half sad theater mask.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Hoovy.
movie.
Throw the ping.
Time to draw a furry.
What, is that my character, right?
No. You're a pony fag, not a furry.
Have you seen my horse?
Is that offensive? That I've never really figured out exactly how offensive the word fag is supposed to be.
Okay. The best way to determine that is how offensive it's going to be is how do you think the person that it is supposed to be an insult towards will respond?
Well,
so,
I think that
if you
you'd
go
be fine
up
with
to a gay
it.
person and say it,
I think that you'd be fine with it, but like
It
I'm.
really depends on the gay person, honestly.
yeah.
But I'm in front of an audience, so like I have to consider how people generally feel about it.
As a general rule, you probably shouldn't say it. 'Cause generally,
There's also YouTube.
Well, given
take
in
it
an
down,
environment-
give strikes, etc.
In an environment where it's okay to say fuck them.
in an environment that it's okay to say fuck, it's still usually not.
Yeah, like
Okay.
I've got a 9-year-old sister, and our family swears around them a lot. However, that's still like morally probably not the greatest thing.
Because the word is usually considered to be a slur, and swears and slurs are usually on two different levels.
I get you. So yeah, okay. Bad words versus like, you know, derogatory insults.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But like, yeah, again, it all depends on who it is. Like, I've got a friend. Like, I know this is a classic case of like the saying, "Oh, I have a black friend." No, I genuinely have a friend at work who's gay who calls himself the queerest fag of them all,
Well,
and he lets people say it as well. So like, in that context, it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean the context is important.
Yeah, it depends on the people you're currently around and what they personally accept, but like being a live streamed to a general audience, it is usually frowned upon.
Sometimes they do also have an off day. Like one day they'll be perfectly fine with you calling them typically what would be considered a slur, but then some days they might not be, so you just have to sort of be careful with it and just look at their mood as well. If they're clearly not in a good mood, it's best not to tempt fate.
Oh,
I know one person who's
restrictions
like...
usually go a little lower when people are all in a good mood.
I know one person who's like, it seems like he hasn't been on the internet very long because he seems just like really sensitive to certain things that like I see everywhere.
Some people are unfortunately just like that though. Some people never really understood that people are different and like different things. It's like, again, I'm of mind that from that one South Park episode that got banned from HBO that was anti-censorship, which I find fucking hilarious. Either everything's okay or nothing's okay. You can't pick and choose what is okay, because even if you choose something that is completely harmless and okay, someone's going to get upset with it. Therefore,
I
you
can't-
can't police what people say.
Okay, so you're talking about speech, right?
Yeah, I am
Yeah,
very
then
freedom of speech.
Then I agree with you. I just had to make that clear.
Like, I'm very much of the reaction the public gives you versus the reaction the court gives you should be two different things. You shouldn't face legal actions for saying things,
Yeah.
but if you go up to a black person and call him the N-word, you're entirely within your right to do so, but he's also entirely within his right to punch you.
Well, okay, no he's not, because that's assault.
Then you did call him a racial slur.
But I do think that people should have like ultimate entire freedom of speech and should
I
be
completely agree.
responsible for the repercussions of what they said, and that shouldn't be like dictated by a government.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. But like, if the person's reaction isn't what you expect and they become violent, sadly that's on you. You did go up to someone and call them a slur or something.
Mm-hmm.
Again, using the going up to a black person and calling them the N-word example. I don't think they'd take too kindly to being called that by someone who isn't black, even if you don't hard R it. It's just one of those things that...
Oh my god, I hate the stupid hard R thing. It's the same goddamn word.
It is, I know.
You're making
but,
excuses.
Like, people say it's not, it's weird.
Like, even exchanging the G's for B's, I feel like it does not help at all.
No, it's softening the blow, but in the worst way, because it's like putting knuckle dusters on and then putting a pillow on top of it. It's like, the blow is still going to fucking hurt because you got knuckle dusters underneath, but just because you put a pillow on top to fluff it up a little bit doesn't mean it's not going to hurt. It's not... It's a different word, but it's the same word. It's got the same effect. Counting on killing spree. I'm fine. I'm struggling to articulate it, but I think you kind of get what I mean.
Yeah.
That is a lot of enemies. I forgot my Steam name was currently Australian Piss Lord. Because I'm a sniper main. Not many people like me because of that for some reason.
Hello.
Boo. Shit biscuits. Give me more health on kill, more ammo cap, more firing speed. Give me health regen.
Sure thing, bud. Whatever you need. Here you go.
What?
You told me to give you some stuff.
No, I was talking to myself when I was buying upgrades.
Don't do that.
No. Ooh, hang on, do I have enough to buy the other thing? I have a Christmas shotgun. It's like a shotgun, but it's covered in Christmas lights. I said that and someone played the womp 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 fucking emote next to me and I hate myself. Can't move a charge, thank you. A little bit of movement speed on the heavy never hurt. Fuck.
He is trapped.
Yo Mama gay? Alright, did you hear Yo Mama's supposedly ending soon?
I don't know what you mean.
Yo Mama was literally this really stupidly cringe series of someone just doing like a really bad Joe Swanson impression, saying Yo Mama over and over and over again, did like stupid Yo Mama jokes. And
that was still
like it became a
going?
meme semi-recently because of some of the stupid shit he's done, but he got himself involved in drama and everyone's just like, bro, it's funny.
Wow. Tippity typity.
And let's go. Heavy Russian dude screams. My job is to hold down mouse 1 and stand still.
Oh.
That is all. If I fail at this job, something is very wrong with me. Because it is very easy. Oh yeah, right, I forgot what the tanks.
Alright, that looks good. What do you think, Code?
Very nice. Also, ow.
Ow.
I just fucking ate shit.
Nice.
Dude pointed a minigun at me point blank and it was sort of like, Shroom in water. When will he drown? Hopefully fucking soon. Yeah, Shroom deserves to drown anymore.
Alright, next I've got this one from Jolty. Skipping down to it because Jolty hasn't had it done yet. Oops, connected pixels only.
Are we seriously about to lose to a big fucking moving tractor? I think we are as well.
Yes.
I can see it. Oh, I see what's going on.
Oh, Flar, can you hear the fan? Rip in peace.
No idea why he just left.
That sucks if you can hear it because I can't turn it off because it's very hot in here. I'm not sure why, but this hair reminds me of Liz.
Fuck. That is a very lesbian haircut.
Man, new episodes of Owl House cannot come soon enough. I really don't follow the spirit of the Draw Fast stream very often these days. Putting all this effort into all these drawings.
Fair enough.
Fun fact, I stole the idea from a one-off stream Crown Princeton.
Wow, I can't believe you stole this. I can't take it fast.
I couldn't hear what you said.
I said, I can't believe it. You stole it, now we gotta cancel Draw Fast.
Damn. Rip in peace, Draw Fast. We had a good run.
Oh well. At least he's a really good artist.
Season 3 ending when?
And Code, you really typing. You breaking some code? Is that what we're doing?
good. Good little seashell guy back there, and bam, a pony. Ba. Badflar said hi. Oh, I forgot I have beer. Oh, it's not very cold anymore. This would be a really good time to have a mini fridge in here. But
I have a mini fridge in my room because I am a Chad.
I should text someone who lives here and ask them to bring me a cup with ice. Actually, that's a bad idea because then the ice is going to melt and the beer is going to get watery. But I can't ask someone to chill a glass, you know? Sister's home. Can you bring me a glass?
I'm gonna kill this
with
robot.
Some ice.
Okay, now he's dead. Focus the tank.
I am streaming and my beer is warm. Sad face. Alright. Fingers crossed.
Smash. Tank's down. Nice one. Right, now we've got an engineer bot to deal with who's managed to set up a fucking turret.
Right, okay, I need to actually do the stupid stream. I think... Who the fuck is up next? Not Deej, it must have been Anya. Well, no, because I did an Anya one right before I did... I think it's Code. It's Code. Code is up next.
Let's try something out.
Wow, remember when I got enough characters submitted by enough different people that I didn't have to keep track of this shit?
Yep.
I really like, Lavender, but I'm honestly running out of ideas for how to draw her.
Who? Code?
No, Lavender.
Oh,
I have an idea for this one. Don't worry about thinking of one. But I'm just saying, like, in general, whenever she pops up, I'm like, nice. Oh wait, I have to figure out how to draw that.
yeah, no, I understand that.
What the fuck did I do?
It's because you like her as a character, so you draw her so often that it becomes like, I'm running out of ideas because I draw them too much. I know that feeling, don't worry. I commissioned some artists to do a few drawings of some of my characters, and it was a case of, okay, I've commissioned you about 3 times the same character, and now I'm all out of ideas.
That'll happen.
Actually, that's where you don't have the ideas. You just tell them to think about it. Maybe.
God, don't. That is the worst thing I've heard that a fucking commissioner can do to an artist.
Commissions, like, not why,
Sorry, I wasn't listening. What's the worst thing a commissioner can do to an artist?
Just say you come up with the idea.
No, you're wrong.
yeah, actually a lot of artists, like,
Are you kidding me? Artists prefer to have more say over how the piece goes.
Oh, well, okay, I'll stop getting my things from Twitter then, because every artist on Twitter who gets like 88,000 likes and 20k retweets is like, never do this. This is the worst thing to do it to me. It's like, shut the fuck up. I'm not an artist, and even I find this annoying. I wonder how some other artists actually feel.
I had one of my favorite commissions that I ever did. The guy was like, here's a character, do whatever you want. And he was paying for something that had like a background and shading and stuff. So like I had to come up with a whole scene. So like I ended up having to ask him questions instead of the usual other way around. But like because I had full control over it, I was able to come up with something that I really liked, even though I had to put a little bit more work into getting there. With like most of the time when I'm making stuff, it really is completely for the other person. Like I'm not at all invested in what I've created because it's someone else's thing and I would have done it differently, but it was up to them. You know?
Yeah.
I'm dumb and can't think of it. That's all I can do is like, yep, here you go.
So it probably depends on the artist and like the specific circumstances. But generally speaking, for me, I feel like I prefer to be given more autonomy over what the picture looks like.
That's fair. I suppose it is also like depends on who the artist is and what they like.
Mm-hmm. I think a good middle ground is often, like, the most commissioners are at a good middle ground with, like, the amount of instruction that they give. The kind of commissioner that I really don't like is the one who, like, nitpicks every little detail, especially if I, like, if they're acting against, like, minor decisions that I made because I thought it would look better this way, and they're like, no, I think it'll look better the other way.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Sometimes you can kind of trick them. I read this post once. It was like a story of someone who worked at a restaurant. She was like, I once had a customer who ordered a milkshake and she was like, this is terrible. I don't know what you did wrong, but this is awful and you need to remake it for me. And so what the waitress did was she took it to the back and poured it into a new cup and brought the same milkshake back. And the customer said it was much better. And
yeah, no, I've heard about that.
sometimes I pull that kind of move with commissioners.
Or like change even like the smallest detail,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like, yes, this is far superior. But like all you've done is like maybe in the background move like 2 pixels.
Yeah, sometimes they just need the framing to be a little bit different.
No.
They just need to look at it from a different angle to understand that it's good the way it is. Oh, I got a text back from my sister. She said no.
What is she saying no to?
Bringing me a glass with some ice.
Oh.
I'm going to try my brother.
Well, tell your sister she a bitch.
Whoops. Alright, back to this. But yeah, that's the thing about those Twitter posts that are like, never do this and always do this when dealing with this kind of person. Because it's like, it really isn't as universal as they make it out to be.
Yeah.
Alright, that's a good looking lavender. I'm just gonna add a couple more freckles because I think they would look good. And then I'm gonna move on.
Oh fuck, he overcharged. I am dead. Oh, that's firing speed.
Next.
More health regen, bullet resistance.
Next up is this dog with wings from Anya. What, is that funny to you?
Yeah, dog with wings is funnier.
You making fun of Anya?
No, I'm making fun of the character.
That's fair. You know, a lot of artists aren't able to separate themselves from their work and look at things objectively. So
Yeah, if someone's character is bad, I won't laugh at them for creating the character. I'll laugh at the character they have created. Because sometimes it's not their fault that the character's bad. Maybe it was created at a time when there was a lack of ideas. Maybe there was something going on that maybe they weren't entirely focused on the character. You know, there's a lot that goes into making a character. So I completely understand why people can make bad characters, which is why if someone shows me an edgy Alicorn OC that's all black, red eyes, it goes evil at midnight or whatever, I don't laugh at them. I laugh at the character. Unless they roleplay with it and they're entirely serious and don't take themselves, like, you know, don't understand why it's so funny, then I kind of just pity laugh at them because it's just sort of like, oh my god, you really think that? Like, bruh. But that's very rare for me, so.
This dog has a very cartoony aesthetic, so I'm going to carry that over into the way that I draw him. Or her. You really can't tell with dogs.
Yeah. Class
Shooty McShooterson.
Shooty McShooterson. Doo-be-doo.
Wait, I forgot how left and right works. Ah, fuck, it's too late. It's
Fuck, they
probably
came
not
out
important
over.
anyway. It's usually not.
Uh-oh.
I don't find a lot of people worrying too much about whether something is on the left or the right side of their asymmetrical character.
I'm the only one that does that because the eye color, but that's about it.
Yeah, like, I worry about it with my characters, but, like, a lot of people just don't.
If it's wrong and I notice it's wrong, like, early enough, I'll point it out, but there have been times where I would have commissioned someone, like, a week ago, only then just noticed, but I, like, you know, I won't mention it, because it's too far gone. It's like, it'll be kind of rude if I a week ago go, hey, by the way, lol, you got something wrong on my character. I don't feel like it.
I get that all the time, people being like, at the last second, like, oh, by the way, this thing that I probably should have told you about in, like, the first stage of this is wrong.
Yeah. However, last second is better than having the commission fully completed, saying you're done with it, and then them coming back about a week later and going, oh, by the way.
Alright. I'm happy with that.
Is this the Stremend?
What have I got left? I think next up is...
Hey, GG.
I totally forgot there was a stream today.
I can't help but notice that you're in a voice chat instead of getting me some ice water. Or some ice.
Was I supposed to?
I sent you a message. I said, hey, can you please get me some ice?
Oh. I'm dying.
Oh, yeah?
Alright.
Oh, well, look, a new character from a new submitter. I should prioritize that one.
Take wild guess.
It's Selena.
It's this person.
It's Selena. Give me some ice. What, do you want to run the stream while I get ice?
No.
Then get me some ice.
I'm just... Okay, I'll get you one ice.
Put it in a
What,
glass.
do you want, like, water with it?
No. It's for my beer.
Oh.
What?
It makes a
How much-
tasty snack.
Okay,
This is really big.
how much of a cupful?
Well, there's like a few cubes, I don't know.
Okay, I'll be RB.
Thank you.
I did not know Deferred was your brother.
Oh, yeah, he is. Always has been.
Yeah, I just figured that out for the first time as well. It's
You
like,
guys are not very good at paying attention.
nope.
This has not been like secret or low key. I'm so excited. I'm gonna get some
Yeah,
ice.
cool. Okay, it's okay. Is that why you're excited?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell no.
Oh, oh. That's like mostly foam. I did a really bad job pouring that. I haven't seen this particular beer poured out. It's like a kind of an orangey color. It's pretty. It's pretzel beer.
What the fuck?
It tastes
That
like
just sounds horrible.
I can't wait for mayonnaise beer.
it tastes like pretzels.
Oh wait,
My mic, that's not the mic I use.
I can't wait for mayonnaise beer.
They're not going to make that. Do you eat pretzels with mayonnaise? Is that the implication here?
Don't you eat
What, and you
pretzels
don't?
and mustard?
That's not a combination of food.
Cheese.
What, do you eat pretzels with your beer?
Yes! Lots
The
of
Germans
people
probably do.
Lots of people go to a pub and have like soft pretzels and hot cheese with their beer.
God, you do not know what pub food is. Pub food is sitting around eating crisps and getting hammered drinking ciders and ale.
Okay,
That's
well,
that's an English pub.
I don't know
I
if
don't-
you've noticed, but I'm not talking about English pubs. I'm talking about American ones because I don't live in England.
Well, American pubs try to imitate English ones very poorly.
Actually, I
They're
have no
just
idea
serving food that Americans
what's going on right now.
Why is that a problem?
Because American pubs try to imitate British pubs poorly.
No, they don't. They try to make like an English pub aesthetic while serving food that Americans want,
Exactly.
which
and
is
that's why
not
it's wrong.
what you're implying.
Yeah, because none of it's British food, so you don't understand the true pub aesthetic.
And food isn't an aesthetic, it's food. What?
As the country that invented the word pub, you are still wrong because I said so.
Oh my god. You invented all of our words, you dipshit!
Exactly. Get fucked. Lumhow.
That doesn't make you right.
I mean, via technicality, it does.
No.
That technicality is fuck you.
Fuck you!
Nah, I'm good, thanks.
Disrespecting my culture
What culture?
just because it isn't exactly the same as yours.
You're a fucking basic white girl. Your culture is Ugg boots and fucking caramel lattes.
I don't like either of those things.
Okay, good.
I did in middle school, but I'm not a basic white bitch anymore.
I mean, fair.
But yeah, just because something is derived from your country doesn't mean it has to be exactly like that everywhere else, or else it's wrong.
I mean, it does. By definition, yeah. Not by definition, I'm messing with you. I don't really care enough. Just trying to rustle some jimmies. Right, I should be like, soon.
Alright, that's done.
Wow, that was fast.
No
I'm
kidding.
gonna say, it looks pretty cute.
It's almost as if that's
It's
the
also-
point.
It's adorable though.
What's it?
Yabba dabba doo. Bun.
Ah, are you fucking kidding me?
Ah. What?
It's been sitting here for 2 minutes and it's already watery as hell. God damn it. That's like half a beer wasted.
That's what you get for asking for ice.
My beer was warm.
Your beer?
I'm leaving.
You're leaving? Wait. She cut out like a lot for me. I did not understand like half of what she said.
Oh yeah. Something about ice melting and leaving. Probably getting like.
Fuck you. Alright, I'm back, and,
Your mic just keeps cutting out, by the way.
I'm not saying anything.
Oh. You're like,
No, that's what I said.
Oh,
Those are all of the words that came out of me.
okay. Yeah, before you left, you kept cutting out in the middle of your sentence.
Well, what can I say except fuck you?
Okay, that is not what I meant to do.
I don't want to draw this. I'm gonna be real with you, fam. I don't want to draw that.
Draw what?
I'll draw leggy, though.
I gotta go back and see what you meant. Oh.
What the fuck?
What?
I set the tolerance to 0 and auto-selected the white space around him. And there's something off to the side. It looks like it says, I'm so good at dancing?
Dancing. Something dancing.
I don't know.
Me neither. Hell with romance.
Anyway, we're gonna get rid of that. I feel like I uncovered some kind of ancient mystery. Like, that's been there the whole time and I only just now saw it.
So good at parking what?
Oh, it's your girl. Shorty face. Anyway, here we go. What does leg do today with the legs? I have a great idea for what leg do today with the legs. Leggy hasn't spoken to his parents ever since his dad became a furry. It's okay though, because he's an adult and he can take care of himself. Honestly, why do I even invite you people here?
I don't know. I have nothing to talk about.
I don't know the answer to that.
We just have to set off Code again. If we can get Code angry, he'll talk.
Hey, Code. You break things a lot.
Code, tell me more about why you're an idiot.
I have returned.
Where did you go?
Big ol' shit.
Code breaker will reset it all.
I mean, you asked.
Alright, he has 4 sets of 4 legs and 2 sets of hind legs. There we go. That looks lovely. I'm gonna color him entirely orange first, so that I don't forget to color any part of him white. And Code,
Yo.
now that you're back, what are you, how's life?
It's alright. Work is very boring. I'm in there till 1 in the morning doing shitloads of fucking cleaning.
Are you still working at McDonald's?
I am working at the McDonald's.
Wow. McDonald.
McDonald's.
And how has your life been affected, your work life been affected by the outbreak?
Oh yeah, fucking absolutely. Shifts are just weird. I can't do night shifts anymore. We don't even have milkshakes.
Did your hours
We're very
change?
Is the shit
Yeah, I used to do 9-hour shifts. I'm now only doing 7-hour shifts.
No, like the store hours. Is it open less?
Yeah, we're open between currently 10 a.m. like serving customers to 11 p.m. But next month, well, in a week's time exactly, we're going to be opening for breakfast and still closing at 11 p.m.
Man, I do not understand the logic behind being open for fewer hours. Because most places that are doing that are stores, like grocery stores, for example, where people still are going to need to go there at some point. So they're basically just condensing all of their customer base into a shorter amount of time, and therefore bringing people in closer proximity.
Not really, because we are currently drive-through only.
Well,
We
for
do
McDonald's,
not
it's a little
deliver.
bit different, I guess.
Like when we open our store tomorrow to people to come in, it will be takeaway only. You can come in, order your food, you pick it up, and you leave. You do not sit down, you do not touch anything. You pick up your food and go.
Yeah, lots of people are doing that now. That's cool.
But like the restricted hours, it's more for the employees' safety. So there's less people rotating, less people in the store at the same time, reducing the chance of any one person having it.
Oh. Bad
So,
floor.
like,
Bad
the
floor.
people who are only the longest are the managers. They do the like 9 and 10-hour shifts.
Bad floor. Why are you talking like you've never seen Leggy before? not 100% sure what to do with this design, because the part that's supposed to be fins looks like a mane, but I'll do my best.
Do my best.
But yeah, now that you explain it, that makes sense for a restaurant. I still don't think it makes sense for a grocery store.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, Fortnite Save the World is like dead pretty much.
Nice.
No more content updates for Save the World because Battle Royale is a money-making machine, so of course they had to get rid of it eventually.
I don't really like, on the sea ponies, I don't really like the wing fin things.
Fall upon the sea ponies.
Is that a song from the movie from the film? I haven't actually seen the film yet.
No, that's
No,
a song
it's
from the
an
80s.
older one.
Which generation is it, bro? Free G4.
If you're in distress.
Alright, now let's see if I can figure out coloring this thing.
Color. Wait, what do you figure out?
How to color this thing.
Oh.
Pay attention.
So wait, are you using Photoshop or Clip Studio?
Clip Studio.
Nice. Ugh. Where's my nose?
That looks good. Just gonna add a pinch more detail. Okay, next. You meant to type merpony, but you typed mirror pony. Wait, did you meant to type song or snog? Because you typed snog.
Schnoz.
Did you misspell 2 words or just 1? Bless you.
There it goes.
Time to draw a small woman.
Oh, there you go.
small women are angry because they are small.
I mean,
Vivian's-
what's the Lilo and Stitch thing? The anger meter, like it fills up quicker because they're smaller.
Yes. Well, the Lilo and Stitch thing was like, your badness levels are unusually high for someone of your size, or something like that.
That was it. Yeah, no, I imagine the reason tall people aren't as angry, aren't as angry as smaller people, is because anger circulates around the body. So it goes from the brain and it goes down throughout the whole body, feeling rage all over. But by the time for a tall person, by the time it gets to their feet, they've forgotten why they're angry. So once the anger circulates back, they don't know why they're angry and they're not angry anymore. But a small person, it goes to their feet but comes straight back, but they still got the memory because they're so small. They still remember why they were angry, and that therefore keeps them angry. It's like a perpetual motion machine of anger.
That's plausible. That sounds perfectly plausible.
Today on Things No One Absolutely Needs, Texas Realtor Group will no longer use the word master to describe bedrooms due to its association with slavery. What the fuck?
Honestly, I had never even thought about that.
Because it's not a thing.
Yes, it is.
What? Like, I get the... I know what you mean, but it's not called a master bedroom because of that, is it?
I mean, I assume that's true, but I don't actually know.
It's the thing. Never assume it's true straight away. Always look into it more.
It just sounds like it's... Like, it makes sense. I don't know why else they would call it that. I just never thought about why it was called that.
A bedroom for the master of the household. Doesn't mean it's, like, the master of the, like, slaves. The master of the household is typically... Back in those days, it's probably more of a sexist term, because the master of the household was typically a man, and it was probably his own personal bedroom.
I doubt that.
Literally, I looked it up. Literally, it says, master of the house is a phrase that means owner of the house. In the past, this phrase was extremely common. The master bedroom was used as an architectural plans to mean the owner's bedroom.
Told you.
But...
and literally, it says, edit note, it does not derive from terms used during slavery.
Does it, historically, did, would a man share his bedroom with his wife?
Historically, they would, however, because it is his house, it's also his bedroom, so if he said, wife, go sleep in guest bedroom, wife go sleep in guest bedroom, so, you know. I believe that was the case. Because often, it's like... It's like...
I have heard that the whole idea that men owned their wives is, like, not true.
Well, back in, like, the olden days, it was... Getting married was less of a show of affection in some places, and more of a, yeah, you're kind of, like, mine now, you do what I say. And
yeah, I know that it, like, wasn't as much for romance, or whatever, but, like...
It was never for ownership over the person, no.
Yeah.
It was quite literally a do what I say or else sort of deal.
Well, that sure sounds like ownership.
Yeah, well, because you know how, like, the phrase is, like, being sent to the doghouse when, like, the guy in the relationship fucks up and he has to sleep on the sofa or whatever, or the couch.
Okay.
Back then, even if it was the dude's fault, they'd probably tell the woman to go sleep on the sofa, and they would get the bedroom still, because if they owned that house at the very least. But yeah, master also means something completely different in England. Like, we have completely different connotations for that word, because master just means someone under the age of 16.
What?
Like, yeah, if you're under the age of 16, you're a master, and then you become a mister. For females, it's miss until you get married, then you become a missus.
Oh.
And, yeah, basically young boys are called masters. So 16 and below.
Have never heard that before, but that makes sense.
Never heard what?
The master Mr. thing.
Oh,
yeah, in England, below 16, master, 16 and over, mister. For women, it's different. For women, they're always a miss unless they get married and they're misses.
I have heard people on the internet argue that Ms. means something different than Miss.
It doesn't. It's just a different spelling.
I know.
I think the only for men at the very least, I think the only time the next one up from Mister, I believe, is Sir, but that requires like a knighting from the fucking Queen herself.
Yeah, it's like, and I think Sir derives from like sire or something.
Yeah, sire.
This is 3 characters.
I don't know what the female equivalent of Sir is.
Madam?
Be a mistress. I don't know, because I know that has different connotations.
I mean, I think it's pretty generally accepted over here that, like, the pair to Sir is Madam, but it's not going to be used the same way.
No, I'm talking under like being fucking knighted.
Yeah.
Well, women aren't knighted, so.
I mean, they can be, I think. I can't remember. I was literally about to Google it.
I don't know what kind of gem this is.
Since there is
So I'm
no
not really
female
sure how to draw
equivalent to a
her.
knight. Since there is no female equivalent to a knight bachelor, women are always appointed to an order of chivalry. I guess this is under the Wikipedia article of Dame.
Oh, so they've become a dame instead. Oh yeah, because Dame Judi Dench. I forgot about that woman. However, is Dame Judi Dench her official name, or is that her after name? Was she just Judi Dench and then she became Dame Judi Dench? Or was she born Dame Judi Dench?
Dame Judi Dench.
God, that name is hard to say.
I read a tongue twister recently that was really difficult.
Her full name is Judith Olivia Dench. So.
Yeah, basically, the female equivalent of being knighted is becoming a dame.
Neat.
Like, we've got, for example, a British politician called Sir Peter Alfred Salisbury. I believe he was knighted. Because if their official title is Sir, I believe that does mean they were effectively knighted. Hang on, let me look. Because, like, you can obviously call yourself Sir X, Sir Y, but to have it officially labelled on a certificate and on legal documents, you have to be knighted. You can't put. The only other time I believe you can do it and get away with it is when being referred to in a letter. So, like, dear Sir or Madam, that's more of a general statement. But if you want to use the term Sir in legal documents, then you have to be knighted. How to become a Sir? You have to be knighted and nominated and win the honour for some extraordinary work or achievement.
Alright guys, listen up.
Highest honours an individual in the United Kingdom can achieve. So if you become knighted at a young enough age, you could literally waltz through colleges. Like, yeah, by the way, the Queen fucking said I could come now.
Wow, I get no fucking respect in this place. I said, alright, listen up.
Oh.
I am out of submissions and we have very little time left, and I'm just gonna call it. Because I don't really want to put effort in to keep going for another 10 minutes, so. Thanks everybody for coming. The new schedule should be up soon. We'll probably be streaming in about 2 weeks on a Monday. So, see you then. Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye.